You know, for many Muslims, Ramadan is a period of intense spiritual devotion. But in the month of Ramadan, women often carry the responsibility of the household. This conversation particularly talks about the unseen labor that women have to go through during the month of Ramadan. And I'm really glad to be joined by two amazing women. I have with me Ruqayyat Abdul Wahab, who is a customer experience specialist, and Alhaja Fauziya Olabamiji Shonekon, who is a businesswoman and a teacher. Assalamu alaikum. It's great to have you.
Alaikum salam. It's my pleasure to be here.
It's my pleasure.
Amazing. Ramadan is a very spiritual season, and it's a season where we're encouraged to lock out every other thing, noise, you know, every other thing, and just focus on spirituality. But interestingly, as women, we usually find that we are the backbone of the household, so we have to carry all of the, you know, the domestic part. How do you think that it is possible, or how do you think women are able to balance between spirituality and ensuring that everybody is well fed during the month of Ramadan?
Okay. Should I go first? Okay. Assalamu alaikum wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam.
I think majorly women are multitasking. We do it effortlessly.
Okay.
And so when the month comes, we just switch into that mode and carry on, do it better, even more than we do ordinarily outside Ramadan. And we don't really have a choice rather than to just pick up and move, because Ramadan, I call Ramadan the speed raising month, because if you lag behind, you don't get it again.
You fall behind.
That's it. It's just gone. And you have to, as much as you have to take care of your home, you have to take care of your community as well. And you still have to look out for yourself, because I think it's stated in the Quran that your baggage will be checked separately aside from your husband. Or maybe your husband will be questioned about you, but your baggage will be checked on your own. So you need to work for yourself. At the same time, be on the lookout for your family and your community. So you just have to juggle it.
Amazing. I think we should also remember that this is particularly the Women's Month. It's still the month of March. So we're spotlighting women on this segment.
Good
but
for us.
What do you think about the question? How do you think women are able to balance between spirituality and still ensuring that the home front is running?
So I'll be quite honest with you. In my opinion, right, because I share a slightly different opinion from her. So I'm thinking women during Ramadan, we're merely sacrificing, right? Because we're just trying to hold it all together to the detriment of our own personal, let's say our own ibadah, our own faith. Because a man's act of ibadah would not be checked separately from a woman's, right? We are both equal in that aspect in the sight of Allah. So I think we're just sacrificing, and we just hope and pray that Allah rewards us for that.
Exactly, because there's also the argument that that part is also ibadah, so you would also get rewarded.
Sure.
Exactly,
because we're going to do extra more. We're going to do more than them.
So do you think that cultural expectations of women sometimes overshadow our spiritual experience? You know, still talking on the issue of balance, do you think that what society expects of us sort of overshadows how we experience Islam? What do you think? I think we should start with you and then we'll come to
you. See, culture, it's a big, I won't say it's a problem, but culture is something that's actually dwelling on that a lot. Because as a woman, I think, okay, I'm supposed to cater to the home. The home is supposed to be safe because I'm a woman, right? But Islamically, right, it's supposed to be a partnership kind of thing, right? As a woman, I'm supposed to take care of the home, fine. But because it's Ramadan, right, I have things to do as well. I have things I'm asking Allah for, right? I have things to pray about. I want to pray for the home as well. So if you tell me the culture wants the woman to be the one that goes to the kitchen, all of the, let's say the load of running the home, coordinating the home, actually rests more on the woman. And I think that's not a fair balance, because Ramadan itself is about equal responsibilities, right? So if you tell me that because I'm a woman, I have to show that all of these responsibilities going to work, take care of the kids, make food for the family, that's a lot, and that's not a balanced system.
So what do you think?
Yeah, I quite agree with her. It's not a balanced system, but I still maintain good for us, because Allah says nothing is lost in His sight. That no matter how little, He sees all our efforts. Allah knows we go extra mile. I want to strongly believe Allah knows we go extra mile. And the fact that I can observe 20 rakah for my tahajjud, I can only do 2, 4, 6. It still weighs me on, I think, on a different level away from my husband. My husband has all the chance. He has all the time. And I don't expect him to come and make the swallow we're going to eat. But fine. Marriage these days, I love it. Ladies are better educated. And for a man, if you want your home to be in peace, you give that support, unless you don't want it. If you want your home in peace, you give that support. So the woman can have some time too. She needs her own time to do her own ibadah. So I think it's 50-50 for us.
I mean, I like the fact
it's a win-win for us, rather.
Yeah, I like the fact that
win-win
you
for
sort
us.
of delved into, if you want it to be a good environment for your wife, you should also support. So what do you think? How do you think men can pitch in such moments?
So pitching in for men, like she rightly said, right? I wouldn't expect him to go there to go make pounded yam or something. But
what if he can?
If he can, of course, you're welcome, be my guest. But then there are efforts that you put in place, right, just to make sure that it's not resting on the woman. Say, for example, we're a family of 4, right? We have to beat the kids to go to school in the morning. I'm in the kitchen making soho for us. You're getting ready the lunch boxes for the kids. You're prepping them for school. Your job is not just to drop these kids off at school when I'm done prepping them for school, right? We're doing this together. So in that way, you're supporting me, right? You're making me feel, okay, I'm seen in this marriage. I'm not some sort of subservient kind of person to you or to worship you. You get what I'm saying? So I think those are the kind of small things. Also, right, we have places right now where they offer, say you have a iftar buffets, you can order in on days. There are days that you can even snack, right? You mustn't eat pounded yam, semovita on every other day during Ramadan. So these are ways I think the men can actually support.
Yeah.
Not necessarily pounding yam for me, but if you can, why not?
Amazing. Now let's talk about communities. We've talked about specifically the home, how both partners can sort of just ensure that there's a balance or they're helping each other. How do you think communities and mosques can structure the environment or the system in such a way that women are helped a little in that regard?
Okay.
Let's start with her.
Okay. I live on an estate, and we have mosques around, and one good thing I've noticed is that they rotate iftar. If you don't mind, iftar is served in the mosque. Let's go to the mosque, meet, eat. We don't have to do it meet with other family. We can come home and snack, just have some drinks, but food is served in the mosque. They do it. We give money, we give foodstuffs, we give whatever we can. It's our thing. All of us do it. We can get people to cater for it. You can do it yourself if you want to. But I think that's a very good community thing. There you get to meet other people, you rub minds, you share food, you can bring things from home too. So your wife doesn't necessarily need to be at home cooking all the time.
Exactly.
You be in the mosque, you get to pray in time, you get to have time to read your Quran, you meet other people. That's charity too. You talk and everybody, we're happy, we go home. I think that's a good community thing that supports women.
I mean, I like the way you spotlighted iftar gatherings to be something that actually lift up that load from
I'm telling
women.
you, it's a very good one.
What is your own opinion? What do you think about it?
So I think the community, the Islamic community, they're actually doing great now, right?
Yeah.
But there is room for progress. There is room for improvement.
Yeah.
I know our ulamas are actually preaching it to our men now that you have to actually partner in marriage if you want to actually have a happy home, right? So this partnership thing, you being together, cooking together, doing stuff together. You go on the internet these days, you hear imams talking about, okay, you have to help your wife today. I help my wife at home. That's what they tell you. So that way you're hearing it from these ulamas and you're feeling exactly. So tomorrow you feel ginger to actually help this woman in the kitchen rather than having it rest on her. So the community is actually doing great. But like I said, there's also room for improvement.
I like the way you sort of put in that younger aspect of imams encouraging people, husbands particularly. So do you think that younger couples, do you think it's an age thing? Do you think it's because there are more younger imams now so younger couples literally redefining roles, gender roles in the marriage, ensuring that Ramadan is a time that both partners are able to focus on what should be focused on?
That's the word.
Let's start with her, because she's nodding, and then we'll move over to you.
Yes, so I think younger couple, like, we are really doing a lot. Like, we're changing the trajectory, right?
Yeah.
Things are changing. You're going on the internet, you're seeing a couple going into the kitchen together, making sorry together, making iftar meets together. So I think we're going into that age where we understand how our mothers had this thing, right? Growing up, you don't see your father going into the kitchen with your mother to help with anything. But now the system is changing. We're having the Gen Zs now. We're having younger couples. We're having imams amongst young people who preach these things to younger people, and it's kind of changing the trajectory as a whole. So yeah.
So how about you, ma'am?
I said that's the word, redefined. Redefined. I've said that the system, Islamic marriages, has been redefined, like you said. That's the word. I have a son, and I shout at him all the time. You can't get a woman like me. You need to be there for your wife. You need to make her feel respected, wanted, valued. Because if she's just the only one doing and you're not giving that support, you won't have that peace too. But I'm sure, I am very convinced that a woman that is supported gives more peace at home. That's
amazing. I like that last line that you ended with.
Yes.
So why do you think younger people are doing things differently? I want you to say, I think I have an idea, but I want you to. Why do you think younger couples, Muslim couples particularly, are doing things differently from what our parents or what their parents were doing?
I don't want to go into it too much, but all of us, we've seen what our mom did with our dad. We've seen it. What part of it do I like? What part don't I like? Now we get the chance to talk. We get the chance to lay the cards out for ourselves, even before we tie the knots. So if we are able to discuss it before going into it, I think all good for us. So everybody knows, I love you, you love me, you should care for me, you should feel for me, because I want to feel for you too. I can't bother you, I can't belabor you with things because I want all the jewelry in the world. So you work and give me all the money. No, I'm giving you too much to chew. So I don't want to give you too much to chew. And at the same time, I want to enjoy myself in this marriage. So what do you do for me? Give me support. Help me. See me. So when you see me, you feel for me.
Amazing.
We rub it together.
Amazing. Thank you. So essentially, love should be an action, not just words.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much
welcome.
for being here.
You're welcome.
Thank you.